Yeah.
So I'm pretty much coming to the end of our conversation, and I want to focus on a couple of things, Sukumar.
Hmm.
If I were in the marketing department starting, or if I'm in my mid-career kind of a position, what are the skill sets that you believe are going to give me the competitive edge, and what should I be skilling myself with to be future proof, given such technological changes that are happening and how you are seeing marketing change from an advanced market like the US? What skill sets do you believe marketers across the globe need to have, and what do you think is completely non-negotiable?
Non-negotiable, right? So yeah. No, I think I always answer that question, much more philosophically versus a technical skill set type of thing, right? So I'm not going to say, oh, you have to be a Salesforce certificate, you have to know metaverse, you have to know blockchain. Yeah, those are technological components, but primarily what you should know is really individuals with an extensive level of curiosity. Curiosity is what is important. I mean, curiosity, what I define by that is, if they hear something about metaverse, if they read, I mean, these days, youngsters, mid-career, uh, experienced people alike, right, across the board, um, you know, eh, you're seeing different things. You're seeing different, hey, metaverse is coming in this space. Then you can read that information, you can leave that alone, or you can dig deeper and get curious and how is this thing really going to work, right? What are the different things that are actually available in order to make this work, right? So if you are a curiously minded individual, I mean, especially for people who are starting the career, this is what I tell my daughter: just don't worry about all the things that you're doing, just be curious and ask questions, try to dig deeper and learn more, right? Then as you start learning more, then you will be able to say, oh, I read something about metaverse here. Oh, I read something about blockchain here. So I read something about here. Then you will have that mindset to connect the dots. When you have the mindset to connect the dots, that skill set, that strategic thinking skill set is what helps you driving the organization forward. And then you have this next level of skills where you're saying, oh, I want to build this, blockchain enabled database. Then you go hire a set of blockchain related skill sets, right? So it's you can learn on if you're curious enough, then you can be expert in creating distributed ledger, and you can learn something, how to do metaverse on a Roblox platform, right? So that kind of thing, you can learn those types of things. And then comes the technical skill sets, and then you focus on exactly what you're interested, what is in high demand, and then you learn that. But you should know fundamentally, these are all the different pieces of domain knowledge is so important, right? So knowing marketing as a domain is extremely critical, and being very, very curious about how different things work in that domain is important. And then the third thing is all your different components of technology skill sets. So curiosity in my mind is completely non-negotiable. You have to be curious, otherwise you will not be able to. Curiosity and connecting the dots across different things, because every day you're hearing different things. And then innovation really happens from one industry, cross industries, right? So if you worked in automotive, how can I bring this into retail? If I worked in retail, how can I bring this into technology company? I think there was an example where Microsoft had hired this guy who came from a retail background, right? So what does that got to do with the software company? A lot of people ask that question. No, but he came from retail. He knew exactly how to distribute the products, and he helped actually Microsoft shrink wrap all their Office products and distribute and sell at individual retailers, right? So you think it's cross industry innovation is also extremely important. So the more you work across different industries with that mindset, you'll be able to connect on that dots.